Google Gemini is facing lot of backlash recently due to its image generation methods. I am sure you would have seen the news of what is happening all around the world. Even the platform had to pull some of this functionality back and they will release it later. In this video we are going to learn what is Gemini, what it is capable of, and I am going to show you some prompting and we will analyze the response of Gemini. Let's do that. So guys, we are going to understand what is Gemini first of all. Then we are going to see what makes Gemini so special, why there is a dedicated video for this, and why we should learn about Gemini. Okay. Then I'm going to talk about modes of Gemini, like what are the different modes it is offered, and also the pricing part. Okay. Then I'm going to talk prompt responses live. So we are going to ask some questions to Gemini and see the response and analyze the response. And I'm going to leave you with some next interesting things that you can do and how you can learn more in the space of Gemini. Okay. So let's start with understanding what is Gemini first of all. Okay. Now, if you remember, in the world of Google AI, there is something known as Bard. Okay. I'm sure you would have heard this name Bard. So Google Bard was basically a, you can say, counterpart from Google for ChatGPT. Okay. And now if you go to Google and if you search Bard, right, the first thing it will show you is Gemini. So I'm going to Google and I'm saying Microsoft Bing and I'm saying Bard Google. Okay. So the first link it comes is Gemini. That means that Bard is now Gemini. So let's keep it very simple. Whatever was previously known as Bard, now it is Gemini. Okay. With advanced feature, obviously. Okay. So that is the first basic point of what is Google Gemini. Now I go to Google and ask, what is Google Gemini? Okay. And here you can see that it tells me few very important stuff. Google Gemini is a powerful AI model that can understand not just text but also images, video and audio. It is built on multimodality. I'm going to explain you this concept, guys. This is very important. Multimodality. Okay. That reasons seamlessly across text, image, video, audio and code. And most important, Gemini is the first model that has outperformed human experts on massive multitasking language understanding. You see here massive multitasking language understanding. So this is also called as MMLU. So let me explain you a little bit what is MMLU. So MMLU, right? MMLU is basically a benchmark. Okay. So suppose anybody comes and builds a large language model. So this is my model 1, this is my model 2, this is my model 3, right? So this is basically a benchmark which tests that what is the response from the model from the minimal information supplied. So let's say I have hundreds of research papers. Okay. And I give all these hundreds of research paper to all these models to learn the pattern or gather the information, etc. And then I ask questions to these models. Okay. So MMLU is a benchmark that tells you that from the human experts, are these models better or are these models not doing good as compared to the human experts? Okay. Remember, Gemini is the first model which is outperforming human experts in most of the scenario. Hence, we are discussing Gemini here. I'll take a pause. Please try to understand what I'm saying here. The first model in the history of AI that passage that surpasses the human expert's capability to answer the question of a particular thing. Suppose these are medical research papers M1, M2, and M3. So a doctor can give you answer less efficiently than a model can give you answer if you feed the information to the model. That is what Gemini is doing. And Gemini has made a unique record of 200k research papers, right? I'm talking about 200k research papers in, they say, lunchtime. Lunchtime means maybe half an hour to 1 hour. So Gemini has learned, analyzed 200k research papers during that time, and it is capable of answering better than human experts of that field. Okay. So that is the capability of Gemini. Now, what makes Gemini so special? So going back to the definition, guys, the reason I have opened this definition is this is important here. Okay. Google Gemini is a powerful AI model that can understand not just blah blah blah. It is built from multimodality. Now let us understand this one concept, guys. You may face this in interview. Okay, so I'm writing here multimodality. Multimodality. Now from modality, don't think it comes from the word model, machine learning model. No, it is something different. Okay, so I'll give you some real examples here. Suppose you are watching Unfold Data Science video for some time. Okay, so I write the word here Aman. Okay, let us assume for a moment that you don't know any other Aman in your life, you only know me. So at the moment you see this, right, maybe you will think the discussion is about me. Okay, now let me show you one picture. Let me show you one picture. This is me. Okay, let me make it little big. This is me. Okay, at the moment I show you this picture, you will say that, oh, I know this guy. This is Aman who creates videos on Unfold Data Science. Okay, so I'm talking about two modes here. One mode is text mode. Okay, remember, this is text mode. I showed you a picture. That is what mode? That is viewing mode. Okay, so viewing mode means I'll just say view. And then there can be a listening mode also. Suppose I'm not writing, I'm not showing you the picture, but somebody comes and says Aman in your ears, or you hear the word Aman. So that is a listening mode. Now, one important thing to understand here is this is mode one of learning. Okay, mode one. This is mode two of learning. Okay, mode two of learning. And this is mode 3 of learning. So I'm talking about learning from different sensory organs. So learning from eyes, learning from ears, learning from nose, learning from touch, learning from different ways. Okay, if the learning happens in this way, okay, this kind of learning is called multimodality or multimodal learning. So this is basically education concept. So imagine imagine that in a class there are, let's say, 30 students. Okay, student 1 to student 30. Okay, now some of these guys may be good in learning by reading and writing. Some of these guys may be good in learning by listening. Okay, so I'm saying these guys are good in learning by listening, and some of these guys may be more good in learning by looking at the pictures. Okay, so they will be different guys. So I'm saying let's take this color. I'm saying three modes of learning. Okay, if we combine all these three modes, maybe we can efficiently train this class in a very good way. So what Gemini does is it trains your model based on multiple multi-modality of learning. Okay, so for example, if Gemini has to understand how a carrot looks like, okay, so for example, how a carrot looks like, Gemini will give this carrot keyword. Okay, I'm just telling you very high level what will happen. Gemini will take a carrot keyword and Gemini will create a vector from this word vector. Okay, so let's say this is carrot words vector. Okay, similarly, Gemini will take image of carrot, image of, I'll say carrot, and Gemini will create again a vector for this, right? A vector representation of that image. And then it will combine both these vectors and it will try to say to the model, hey, both these things mean carrot and you have to learn this. Tomorrow, somebody either shows you a carrot or somebody either speaks carrot. You should understand this is this. Okay, that is the concept of multimodality. Now let me go to a very interesting Google page and show you what I'm talking here. So let's go to this page here. See this one, developers.googleblog.com I'm in. Okay, what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to show you how Bard or Gemini, whatever you call it, how Gemini will behave when you give this. So if you show this image, right, and you ask, tell me what you see, Gemini will tell you, I see a person's right hand. The hand is open with the fingers spread apart. Okay, and then if you see, let's try this one. Gemini will say a person knocking on the wooden door. And if you do like this V, Gemini will say, I see a hand with two fingers extended, which is a common symbol for the number two. All these are individual information. Now, with all these images, right? Let's club a text information. Okay, so what I'm doing here, what do you think I'm doing? Hint, it's a game. At the moment, Gemini knows it's a game, and it combines with the information of the images, right? Immediately it tells you are playing rock, paper, scissors. Okay. So that is how multimodality works. We are trying to make the model learn from the various modes of um, pattern, you can say, or information, you can say. So this way, what is written in Google blog also is everything we just did is now example of multimodal prompting. Okay, that makes your Gemini very very special. Now let me go back to my note and try to show you what are different modes in which Gemini is offered. So basically three modes. These are good things to know. One basic mode is called Nano. Okay, one basic mode in which Gemini is offered is called Nano. Another mode is called Pro, and another highest mode is called Ultra. Okay, so as it is clear from the name, right? If you go like this from top to bottom, your capabilities will increase multifold, and obviously the cost and infra needed will also increase. So Nano is very very simple, that can run on your mobile devices such as Google Pixel. Also it can run on. Pro is little advanced version, some complex calculations, some complex computations, etc. Some complex coding, etc. can be done on Pro. And Ultra is the highest one, which has, as I was telling you, right, outperforming humans on various occasions. And it has outperformed GPT-4 on various tasks. Okay, so Ultra is the highest. So Nano, Pro, Ultra, three versions of this. Let me check in my notes if something I'm missing. Okay, and yeah, the money part, right? So if I go to Gemini here, for example, if I go here, bart.google, if you search, and Gemini homepage, if you go right, then you will be able to see that it opens me a Gemini homepage like this. Obviously, there is an API also through which I can connect. But today I'm going to show you prompting through this only. Later, based on your response, I can show you the API way as well. And if I click on this, there is the option of upgrading. I'm not able to upgrade because something is happening in UK. My Google is, I'm not able to make the payment to Google for some reason. It tells me that your country is different, or some issue is coming. I'm not able to do that. But if it's available in your location, you can try. First 2 months it's free, and after that it will cost you. So if you want, you can cancel before your first 2 months gets over. Okay, so what you can do, you can just upgrade. It will ask your card number, you can give it and you can do it, but immediately it will not take any money. After 2 months it will take. So before that you can cancel if you want. So what is the difference between basic and upgraded is, in upgraded you will get, as any paid platform you may get, right, advanced reasoning capabilities, some customizable capabilities, advanced coding capabilities. Okay, so all these things you will get when you upgrade it. But this basic one also does lot of things in a very nice way. So let me try to show you what all things it can do in a lovely way. So I'm inside Gemini now, and let's say I'm in Bangalore and I'm planning to go to Kurg this weekend. Okay, so I'm in Bangalore, and plan to go to go to Kurg this weekend. Okay, I have a small baby with me. Please plan my trip. Okay, so let's see. I'll tell you how Google's response is different from rest of the large language models. Okay, so you will understand by the responses. Okay, so what it is telling me is travel considerations, mode of transport, alternate transport, packing, etc. Because Kurg is a slightly colder place, so it tells me warm blanket, etc. Accommodation ideas, etc. Day one itinerary, arrive in Kurg, Abbey Falls, Raja Seat, whatever the location in Kurg I should go. Okay, so it tells me flexibility, pace yourself, weather, etc. Now I'm going to ask very specific question: how much I need to walk to visit important places if I go by car. Okay. So if I'm going by car, since I have a small baby, so how much I need to visit? Okay. So it should tell me. Now, one important thing is, since it is a Google tool, right? So it can very well integrate in the background with maps and get the exact location and exact distances. Just that my prompting should be very, very proper, and I should be running on a I should be tweaking my prompt in such a way that I should get that response. Okay. So it tells me minimal walking for now, but remember it can integrate with Google Maps and it will give me the exact walking distance, exact thing. Okay. Based on the Google Maps. What else you can do in uh, Gemini is, I can ask a question like this. So currently it will not work because in the UK, my location, that functionality is not working. They are rolling out in phases. Currently in this location, I'm not able to see that. Maybe in your location, it may work. So what I want to ask to Gemini is, so it will integrate with your Google Drive. It will integrate with your Google Docs. It will integrate with your YouTube, and it will integrate with your Gmails. Okay. So you can ask a very simple question here. For example, from my Google Drive, from my Google Drive, okay, uh, you can say which PDF talks about my my offer letter, and what was my joining bonus. Okay, so what I'm asking is, in my Google Drive, there is a my offer letter I have kept. In that, my joining bonus is there. So I'm asking what was my joining bonus. So go to my Google Drive and find this information. So it may not be able to do this currently because that integration is not there, but it is quite possible in this. Okay, same thing you can do in Google, YouTube, and Gmail as well. Okay, now what I will do is I will give an Instagram image that I had put for uh, some learning. Okay, in Unfold Data Science, and I'll simply say explain this image. Explain this image. So this image is basically, let me show you what that image was. One, I think this image only, systematic versus random error. I just posted on Instagram. Same image I'm giving to Gemini and asking explain me this image. Okay. So let's see what the response is. So it clearly tells me systematic error, what example analysis and random error is this. Key points also it is giving, and it is telling me let me know if you need any details. So accurately it is going to the image and giving me the relevant information. Okay. Now if I ask Gemini to create, give me, now I'm asking about creation of something. Give me an image of students learning data science. Okay, give me an image of students learning data science. So this is a very common picture of data science that all of us know, right? So it is taking basically from the medium, but I'll simply say there are there are no students in this image. Okay, so now with students and the image is coming. So what I'm trying to say here is, when Google creates any tool, right, it puts lot of thought behind it, and Google has lot of data with it, right? So it can integrate with our day-to-day components that we use. For example, Google Docs or Google Forms or Gmails or YouTubes or Google Images, whatever it is, right? And then it can give you very, very relevant results. Okay. What I want you to leave you with here is, first thing, I will just type few things here. First thing is, if in your location upgrade option is possible, right? Then you upgrade. Okay, don't worry, for first 2 months it will not be charged. Then you can cancel. Okay, upgrade and experiment with, I want you to experiment with something very, very complex, such as maybe you can try uploading some of the documents about which you have information, and ask the question which you were not able to understand, or maybe a research paper which you want to understand, or maybe couple of research paper which you think is difficult to understand, maybe a complex mathematical formula. Okay, Those things you can upgrade, you can experiment and try to see the responses here. And third thing, we have not gone programmatic yet. Okay, so we can very easily go to the programmatic world and do all these prompting through APIs. Okay, I'm going to explore this as well. If you want me to programmatically access and programmatically show you how things work, write me in the comment that I want a video with the program in API mode, and we will do that. But I will simply just recap what I intend to cover in this video. Is basically Bard has now become Gemini, the first tool in the world of AI that is outperforming human experts on various occasions, and that's why people need to talk about it. Okay, there are different modes. If you pay money, you get a more powerful version of it, very simple, and the lowest version can run on mobile phone as well. Prompt responses are excellent. Okay, in my system it is not integrating currently with Google Maps, etc., or Drive or whatever, but it does. Okay, and then do some experimentation and see how it is performing if you are able to upgrade. And then the API part we are going to see as next video. Okay, I'll see you all in the next video, guys. Please give me a thumbs up if you like this video. Wherever you are, stay safe and take care.